I will start by saying, America, look at your life. It's what I usually like to say when I have no words. Let's give you the details. A teacher. High school, no. A teacher arrested for threatening to shoot third graders. The hell is wrong with you? Robert Mitcham, 70-year-old PE teacher in Louisiana. Your physical education, let him run it off, bruh. Really? He was taken into police custody after threatening to shoot his third grade students. I still remember my third grade teacher. I would think I'd never get over it if that was said, threatened. He elaborated by saying the students were being, quote, rowdy. Isn't that what kids do, particularly in PE? Robert Mitcham of Ruston was taken into custody September 17th after a parent came forward with allegations that Mitcham told his class he would bring bullets and a gun to Downsville Community Charter School and that some of the students would not survive. And a black star. So cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you are. And I'm sure there are, within days of September 17th, mass shootings, police responding to schools. This is what you're doing to the kids? How did you get vetted?
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
Investigators with the Union Parish Sheriff's Office said Mitcham allegedly told students that there were, quote, too many of y'all to get rid of and that he only had 6 bullets in his gun. So now you're Clint Eastwood. You're playing a Dirty Harry character, Mr. Mitcham. Witnesses telling investigators that after an older student reported the incident to another teacher, Mitcham apologized to the class. So now I have questions about the teacher who this was reported to. Apologize? You threatened to kill me. We're beyond sorry. Deputy said Mitcham explained that the students were being rowdy. He felt overwhelmed, adding that he was only trying to get the children to settle down and insisted he was not threatening them. Switch to decaf, Mr. Mitcham. How about that? How about you start with that before you get your gun rather, with 6 bullets in it, and tell the children that one of them has your name on it. Day after Mitcham's arrest, the school district's board of directors held a meeting where upset parents shared their concerns about the incident, with many expressing anger over the lack of communication by school administrators. You think? Many parents said they were shocked to find out that Mitcham had made the threats 2 weeks before his arrest and was allowed to keep teaching in the interim. He has since been suspended, though it's not clear if he is still drawing a salary. You want to talk about some privilege. This is why I say, America, look at your life. What can this man do to be adjudicated here on time? Mitcham was booked into the Union Parish Detention Center on a single count of terrorizing. Why just one count? How many kids were in that class? His bond set at $15,000. How generous. A judge from the 3rd District Court imposed a bond condition preventing Mitcham from returning to the campus while the case is still pending. So Mayor, if he's still getting paid, I call that a vacation. He said the kids were rowdy and getting on his nerves. So thanks, Judge. $15,000. You'd know better than I. He probably doesn't have to pay the whole thing. It's not a cash bond. I didn't read anything about a cash bond, Mayor. He's just told stay away from campus and 1 count. Do they even really want to prosecute this guy, Mayor?
Absolutely not. I mean, like the fact that this person was allowed to go back to the classroom 2 weeks tell you they didn't. Not only did they want to prosecute him, they don't even want to charge him. And it seemed like the school officials failed epically at protecting these kids. Because what happens if after he told him that the next day he comes back with that gun? Actually, this is absolutely disgusting behavior. It is also a reminder why Republicans are laughable when it comes to gun laws. These are people that are saying that we should be arming teachers. We should be giving teachers guns, and then we see behaviors
Wow.
like this to consider that we want to put kids in space where there are more guns. It is absolutely ridiculous the way this country and our gun epidemic is playing out in all of our faces. And unfortunately, it seemed like the targets continue to be kids, not just from other students, but now you have teachers behaving in this manner, coupled with other things that some teachers, and of course, we're not talking about all teachers, because to be a teacher is a trophy for so many kids. But I think this is something that we should really be talking about, and it's damning that 2 weeks passed before the parents found out about it.
Yeah, I think it's criminal negligence on the school's part too. I do. Suppose he would have made good on the threats. And I love how things, and you don't see a hard pivot here, but I'm telling you, I can sense it's coming. Oh, burnout and, mental health, which is a real thing. But, this guy's 70, kids can be, you know how kids can be. There's always an excuse for some instead of solving the issue. And I'm glad you brought up, Mayor, the fact that there are some who are trying to say, I was going to call him a name, but I try to be respectful when you're on, Mayor, Your Honor. Okay. But I think it's beautiful that you brought up that some people, well, I'm just saying, ding dong. Okay. You now want the teachers to have guns. It's always a pivot to something else instead of solving the real problem. How many guns are in this country? I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I mean, they'll blame, like you said, the pivot will come. It will be a mental health issue. It will be an age issue. Like we're the only country with elders. Like we're the only country with mental health. We just like most countries all have a similar rate of mental health issues. And it is disrespectful to those people who are suffering or living with those conditions to blame
Thank you.
every shooting on their issues when we know that most countries don't have guns like America, and no country, no developed nation have murders, mass murders like America do, or gun violence like America does. So I think we need to be really truthful about what's going on in this case, and it's guns, not mental health.
America doesn't always like the truth. America likes to craft history and absolve itself of some darker chapters. There's so many chapters, so it's like what you open the closet door of America, and my God, you'll be buried in this stuff. America doesn't really like the truth. I love the truth. I only want to have honest relationships. It's how you get better. It's how you can love your neighbor. Let's have some honesty here and grow.